started. All right. Corinne, you are the one that I see on my screen first. So Corinne, I'm just going to have you share a little bit about yourself. And then after you kind of intro yourself, if you want to just talk about why you joined Zaya, like why did you end up pulling the plug? What made you say yes to repping the brand?
All right. Well, my name is Corinne. I've been with Zaya for just under 2.5 years. I am a mom of 3 busy boys, ages 8, 6, and 1. And the 1-year-old is an absolute terror. Like, I didn't know they made children like this. But he is a stinker. I teach full time. I actually am in a new teaching role this year than I was last year. And next year I totally changing things up. I'm moving from elementary to college as a full-time professor. So I'm just rolling with it. I'm excited about everything in my life, but I'm also excited about where things are heading with Zaya. I also teach yoga. I'm kind of a little bit everywhere, I guess. I joined because I had a great party and a girl that I was good friends with in college was my Zaya rep, and she asked. And after she asked, it got me thinking about it. I didn't immediately join like when I closed out my party, but it was something I kept thinking about, and then I kept buying it. And she reached out again, and I was like, yeah, why not? Like, why not? There's really nothing to lose. Like, the amount you invest is so small compared to what you can gain, not just financially, but personally and through the community. That, like, if I would have known that the first time she asked, it would have been a yes, 100%. And it's like, you don't know until you get to the other side, like how great it is. And that, like, really there's nothing to be afraid of. You can make this business what you want it to. And like my why now is different than my why was then. My why then was just really a why not? Let's see what happens. So that's what got me here.
I love it. I love it. So if you were to say, like I hear so often, and in fact, in some of your guys' messages to me, you said, I wish I would have signed up sooner. I wish I would have repped the brand sooner than what I actually did. Is that a true statement for you, Corinne? Like,
Oh, yes, 100%. I think my life like would be totally different now. Not that like, I'd be a millionaire and living in a palace somewhere, but just like my career choices would have been different along the way. I think if I knew that Zaya was something that I could depend on. You hear so often, like, if you treat it like a job, it pays you like a job. And like, that's true. Like, wherever your mindset is with it is where you can go with it. I really do believe that.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll be back to you here in a little bit again. All right, Jocelyn, you are up next. I want you to introduce yourself and talk about what made you decide, because I know you had heard of Zaya far before you joined the company. And so tell us a little bit about yourself and what made you say yes.
So I actually was just talking to one of my friends yesterday, and she's on the call. So you're going to hear the same thing when I tell this story. But I was with another company, and I started in 2015, and then had my daughter, and I made so much money with that company. I was very successful. I was able to pay off a lot of debt. And then they went bankrupt. And then after that, I felt like I was constantly looking for the right fit for me, and I just could not find it. I joined 2 other companies after that, one of which I will not say names of the companies, but one I just couldn't justify selling because it was something that you had to store in a cupboard. It was very expensive, and you could only buy so much. So I ended up leaving that company. I joined another company where it was more consumable, but I did not like the CEO. And I found that out after I earned an incentive trip, and it was during COVID, and it was just not a good situation. So I ended up leaving that company, and I decided direct sales was not for me. And I thought, I am not doing this anymore. I can't put myself out there. I do not want to be asking people to buy something from me. I'm just not into that. And so I quit doing that. And it was a couple years of not selling anything, not being with any company. And I realized, like, holy shit, sorry, can I say that here? Okay. Okay. But I was like, holy shit, I absolutely hate not having extra money. I was making my money, my normal paycheck every month, paying my bills, whatever. But I didn't have that like fun money where I could be like, oh, yeah, I want to go get a pedicure and just take my money. It didn't matter. So, I actually was in a meeting. So I'm a teacher. I'll introduce myself. I'm backwards. So I'll introduce myself after I explain this. Um, I was in a PLC meeting and another teacher had the Zaya sticker on the back of her computer. And I was like, oh, cool. Do you sell Zaya? And she's like, yeah. I was like, I should talk to you. I'd love to host a party. Like, I'm one of those people that you wish you had all the time talking to you about hosting a party. And the other second grade teacher was like, oh my God, you totally just made her day. And so, anyways, we were talking. And then as we're talking, I'm like, tell me a little bit about selling Zaya. Like, maybe I would like to do this. And so we started talking and she was telling me all the benefits of it. And I said, like, my number one question to her, honestly, was, what is the culture like? Because I could join any company. I don't care what I'm selling. What I care about is the culture. Like, I want to join a company where it feels like a sisterhood, because that's what I had in my first company. I literally had my dream team in my first company. And she said it was absolutely amazing. It's the best company she's been with. I don't think she's been with any other company actually, but she just really had nothing but great things to say. And then she said, and the best part is that I get to write off my purchases. And I'm like, okay, take my money. That was it for me. So I decided to join Zaya in November. So I'm coming up on exactly 5 months in like a couple days. And when I first joined, like we talked about, your why changes so many times. I could ramble on. So if I start talking too much, just like give me a shh or something. So I joined them initially just for that extra money, like I said. And since then, I have officially decided and submitted my resignation for teaching. That's so scary to say. But I am going to stay home next year. So because of Zaya, I have found that comfort. And I don't know if comfort's the right word because I work my ass off, don't get me wrong. But I have found that comfort in knowing like I've got something that's got my back. So who I am a wife. I have 3 kids, a 6-year-old who is sassier than me, which is super scary. And I have a 2-year-old son and a son who will be 1 next Tuesday. So obviously I am very busy. I teach full time. This is my 12th year of teaching. And like I said, I'll be staying home after this year with my boys. And I also teach at the college level as an adjunct. I just teach night classes. And then I do Zaya. So I like go live from the bathroom when I'm giving my boys a bath. Like one of my friends is on right now and she can tell you, I just did that last night and watched my son dump water all over the floor while I'm doing a live. But I literally do it at any time, anywhere. Anytime I'm like, oh, I need to tell them this or whatever, I might take 30 seconds and jump on a live. But anyways, that went on way too long. So that's who I am. And I can't say enough great things about Zaya.
Awesome. Thank you, Jocelyn. We'll be back to you here shortly too. All right, Darlene, you are up next. It was a pleasure so the first time I chatted with her was because Darlene is brand new, so I'll let her tell her little bit of her background. But Darlene, tell us who you are and what made you decide to rep Zaya.
My friend Renee started, she joined and I saw her posting about it and I got so excited and I was like, what is this? What is Zaya? I don't know what that is. And Renee was telling me about it and I ordered some Zaya just to try it, and fell in love with it. And I told Renee, I said, this is something I absolutely love and would have no problem at all selling, because if I love it, I can sell it because I'll just get excited about it. So that's what got me to join in January. And in February, my daughter joined, and I'm like, you can buy your own Zaya because she's tried mine. And and I'm like, you can try your own Zaya. So now we're building a team, and I'm talking to people, and I'm so freaking excited because I absolutely love the products. I love the bras. I love the leggings. I had lost some weight after I had an open heart surgery. I had dropped like 35 pounds, and the leggings are amazing. They have helped me so much. I love the bras. They don't hurt my scar. And I'm just telling everybody about it. I mean, everybody. Me and my girlfriend met for lunch at Cracker Barrel. And literally after breakfast, we're in the bathroom and I'm showing her how cute my bra is and how strappy it is in the back. True story. I mean, that's where I'm at with it.
I love it. Oh my gosh. And you can just tell how much you love it. Like you're smiling from ear to ear right now, just glowing. You have a Zaya glow to you right now. I absolutely love it. So good. Thank you so much. Okay, so we'll continue with you, Darlene. I'll go back around. So now that you are repping, what would you say that you've learned about Zaya that maybe you didn't know, or like since joining the company that you're just completely wowed by, or just something that you want to share with people that maybe someone that's thinking about Zaya would have no idea about? What is something that you can share with people? Something that you've learned about this company or this brand.
I think Jocelyn touched upon this when she said the culture, like the culture and the community and the friendships that I've grown through just the team or through incentive trips or summit. Like it's huge, and they're not like superficial friendships. Like I was talking with Kristen earlier, I see her on. She's given me a hard time before, and it's like she's someone I wouldn't even know if it wasn't for Zaya. It's crazy, like how I feel like the world has been opened up to me. Like, I don't know, I'm just like a small town girl that, hasn't traveled very much or done very many big things in my life. And just the community that Zaya offers and the encouragement to step out of your comfort zone and try something bigger and do something big. It's awesome. And it's not a competition. Everyone cheers each other on, and like it's crazy how you can get as excited for someone else's accomplishments as you would your own. Like when you really get to know the girls on your team, and it's just really awesome. It's something that you wouldn't know until you're really in it. That to me is so much more than like the compensation plan and how many leggings you can sell. It's the people.
I love it. I 100% agree with you for sure. It is absolutely the community and the people and everyone that you get to meet. I love it, Corinne. Thank you. What about you, Jocelyn? And then we'll go to Darlene.
So if you haven't noticed, I have ADD. So can you repeat the question?
No. So now that you have become a rep, what is something that you have learned that maybe you had no idea about Zaya? Or, it could be about the product, it could be about the compensation plan, anything that you want to share with that you're thinking someone would like to know that probably doesn't know.
Yeah. So I am someone who is totally motivated by incentives, and I always have been that way. Like, tell me you're going to buy me a coffee and I'm going to beat you in sales this month. Haley. Also, so incentive trips are my thing. I've always gone for the incentive trip. And that was one thing that my sponsor and I talked about before I joined was, is there an incentive trip? If there is, I'm in. Like, I'm going to earn the incentive trip. So I did in 12 days. No big deal. But I literally push to do what I need to do. And something that I learned since doing this is there's not just one incentive trip. There are 2 per year. And the second one is one for like higher level leadership, which is something that I am earning. So I'm going to be going to Dubai in January in case anyone wants to know what I'm doing in a few months. But with any company that I've been with, I sound like such a company whore, but I'm really not. Like any company that I've been with, this has been the most incentivized company. And I guess the thing that I've learned the most is that the CEOs and the founders, they just love their people and they are not in it to make money for themselves. They made sure from the beginning that they didn't go into debt. That's huge. Like that is, to me, that's amazing. You started a company without debt, you used your own money to fund it. And then they're constantly pouring money into us. Like this month, for instance, being you can earn your enrollment kit back. That's insane. You can earn a free massage, a free dinner with whoever you want to go with. You can earn a free hotel stay. What else the free light and tight set earlier this month. Like there's just so many things that they do to pour back into us as reps. So that has been the one thing that I've learned that I've really, I guess, grasped a hold of the tightest, because I love people who love people, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love it. I love that you brought that up. I actually wrote down to make sure we talked about promos and incentives tonight, because I'm blown away. Been a rep for 4.5 years, and every single month I am blown away by something new that they introduce as an incentive or a promo extra on top of the commissions that you can earn, which is truly amazing, because I think our compensation plan is so generous the way it is. And then to add all of those carrots on top is just icing on the cake. So I love that you mentioned that, because it is like unlike any other company that I've ever been a part of, or I've ever heard of other reps being a part of. This one is truly, they're so giving, and they want to see us succeed, and they're going to do what it takes to help us with whatever way they can. So I absolutely love that. Thank you. Darlene, what about you? What have you learned since being a rep?
Um, I have been blown away with the incentives. When I got my commission for March, I actually emailed Renee or messaged her on Facebook, and I'm like, holy cow. I mean, holy cow, because I'm all about lining up that carrot, and I am just laser focused, and I hit everything, and my daughter hit everything. And we were just like, $3,000. Holy cow. I mean, that's free Zaya. That's like all the cute bras. That's all the cute leggings. That's all the cute sweaters, all the cute sweatshirts. I got all the stuff. I mean, I got all of it. And I was squealing. I mean, literally just like, I can't believe it. I love this freaking company. I do. And it's like, it just keeps getting better. I mean, they just keep giving. And I love that. I've been with Color Street for years. They can't touch this. I mean, they cannot touch this. This is a whole nother ball game. I mean, I've played their carrot game. It's not the same. It is not the same. So, I mean, that's another reason for me to share this company with everybody I know, because when you look at the incentives, I can show you what they put in the bank. I can show you what they did for me. And that's awesome. And that's just another incentive for people to join. It's like, I mean, I'm trying to get everybody. I've told that to everybody. I'm like, do you understand how much money they put in the bank and how many cute clothes I have now? You have no idea. You have no idea. Let me show you my bra. I mean, I'm just saying.
I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so true. They are so generous, and it's so nice to have that extra, whether it's extra income or your only income, or to have that, because I always say that it could be paying for someone's braces or child's braces. It could be paying a bill that you're living paycheck to paycheck. It can be going on vacation for the first time. It could be paying for those tires that came up because you unexpected bills. I mean, so many different things and so many different reasons for helping, whether it's to help your Zaya fund and get more bras, whatever it may be. It's truly a blessing to everyone. So yes, absolutely. Okay, you guys, I'm going to ask you each one more question before we end. You guys, I wish we could keep talking for another half hour, which I know we could because I'm loving this so much, but we're going to keep it to 30 minutes. So wrap this up in 1 minute each. I want you to, and this is a little surprise question for you ladies, because I didn't really prep you for this, but that's why this is going to be good. So and those listening that may not be repping or considering, or even those repping that maybe are going through a hard time in their business or second guessing themselves or having doubts. So what do you want to leave with people tonight to tell people why now Zaya? There are so many companies out there, and there are so many things that we can look into or join, but why Zaya? Other than, what maybe you've already mentioned, why now? Okay, Corinne, I'll start with you.
Dang, I hope you're going to go out of order this time. I wanted more thinking time. Well, if you come, I'm going to piggyback off the CFO guy. I don't remember his first name, but he's got so much.
Richard.
Yes, Richard. He's so full of charisma. If you look at the stats, if you look at the numbers for Zaya compared to other really big companies, like we are just knocking it out of the park, like in terms of sales and growth and sustainability and like all those important things that I probably don't actually even know what it all means, but like we're not going anywhere, and neither is athleisure wear. We're all wearing it. We all love it. Like there's really no reason not to. Like just do it.
I love it for sure. When I just real quick to piggyback off that, when I first was thinking about joining Zaya, I couldn't sleep. I was so excited. I was like, oh my gosh, that party I was just invited to. I kept seeing like the leggings and the joggers in my head. I'm like, I can't stop thinking about it. Like, why am I thinking about this all the time? And I was actually working as a full-time marketing manager, went to an airport to fly to my corporate office. I sat in the airport and I watched hundreds of people walk by, and I said, I'm going to count how many people are in leggings and joggers right now. I couldn't even keep track for 1 minute, lost count, because everyone was in athleisure wear, athletic wear. And that's when I called my husband. I'm like, I'm doing this. I'd be so silly not to do this. So I love that you said that. Thank you. All right, Jocelyn.
Okay, I'm gonna need someone to be my timekeeper. Not kidding. Like, start telling me every 10
I'm
seconds.
gonna give you this
Okay.
when you're done. Okay.
Okay. Like 5 seconds to go. Okay. So I will say that I am a firm believer in the power of manifestation. Like you say that you are something. You are like, I am Zaya Executive. I believe it. It's gonna happen. Like it's just maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. But I feel like in life, so many people often will say, but what if I this, or I'm not really good at this. And you put those negative thoughts in your mind where you're constantly thinking like, I can't do this. I can't do what she does. I can't be him. It's not about what other people think. It's what you think. And so if you tell yourself, I can do this. Now is my time. I am going to make big money. I am going to promote. It's going to happen. And there is no other option. Like, make it no other option. Just buy the kit, make it happen. And that's it. I got to stop or I'm going to keep going. Am I good? Was that
Yeah.
it?
No, I love it.
Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. So true. Just do it. Just jump in. You'll have zero regrets. Yep. You don't have anything to lose and everything to gain. So yep, just jump. Okay, Darlene, we'll end with you. What are your wise words for us? Is that a cat or a dog? I can't see what you've got on the screen.
This is my little dog. She wanted up here with me, so she had to say hi to everybody.
Okay.
This is Sugar. The wisest words I could give anybody who's thinking about joining with Zaya. We're going into the summer season, okay? Down here in the South, our bras make the cutest swim tops you could get. They hold you in place. They're stinking adorable. My girlfriends have 3, 4, 5, 6 kids. They're not in the water anyway, but they have a top that they don't have to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I can sell bras all day long. just for that, just for swimsuit tops. It's like, if you have something that everybody loves and everybody wants, why wouldn't you sell it? It's crazy. It's like, don't talk yourself out of it. Don't tell yourself no. Don't say I can't. I can't is not in my vocabulary. I can, and I will, and I'm going to. And I'm going to keep on keeping on. I love this company. It's awesome. Just do it.
I love it. Well, you guys, all three make me want to sign up again. I wish I could sign up again and do it all over again, because that was just awesome. I loved it. I loved all of your tips and advice and meeting all three of you. You guys are beautiful, amazing people. And I hope you that are listening reach out to the person that invited you here. If you have any more questions, they will help you through all of those questions. But like we all said, just do it, just jump. You'll have zero regrets. It's an amazing company full of amazing, amazing, beautiful people. So thank you all so much
Absolutely.
for joining, and we'll see you all later. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful
Bye.
night. Thanks, everyone.